guys, it's Daniel Richardson.
Dylan Schumacher.
Citadel Defense. We're here today to talk to you about weapon manipulation and dry firing.
So I think this is part 4. So when we say weapons manipulation, we mean pretty much everything that's not pulling the trigger. So we'd say that's at least 60% of shooting a gun.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
So all the other stuff. So what are some things that concrete means, Daniel, for weapons manipulation?
Well, I think it's important to think of the 3 different positions that your gun should be in, and I think it's really important not to make it a fluid motion, but to really keep it separate into
so
3
you're talking
different
about draw.
Yes.
Okay.
We're talking
We're talking practicing your draw here, guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Thanks,
No, that's fine, yeah.
Clarification. Where you should start, and the first position is going to be from your holster. Now, from your holster, you're going to come up into high compress ready. And from high compress ready, it's really important to have the gun up so that as you're pushing out on target, your sights are on target, and you've already acquired those. So you come up to high compressed ready, and then you push out, and as you push out on target, you pull the trigger. So those are kind of the 3 positions you need to work from. And then come back in here, do a search and assess, and then reholster your gun.
Yep.
So, but I mean, I was talking with a friend the other night about this, and I think something a lot of people do is they start to blur these into one fluid motion, and as soon as you start to do that, you end up fishing or bowling. So it's really important to keep it 3 separate things. I come up to high compress ready, my gun is flat, level, ready to be pointed out on target. It's not pointed up. That's the thing a lot of people do. Don't point it up. Point it down, flat, and then push out on target.
Yep. So practice your draw. I mean, you can practice your draw all day. I mean, a lot of my dry fire practice is just me working on my draw.
A lot of times it comes out, trigger's never pulled.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing where I'll do. I'll just get home, I'll just put my gun on or whatever, and I'm just working on my draw. I'm just getting that nice fluid draw down. I mean, that's it. I'm not pulling the trigger. I'm just working on the draw again and again and again. Every once in a while, I'll miss it and I'll get angry and I'll think, oh no, what if that was the one time I had to defend myself? But look, if you got 95% success rate, just go with that. Okay, That's good enough. So draw is really important, really, really important. As a concealed carrier, as an armed citizen, you gotta have a solid draw. Like you just need to have that, so you don't think. All you think is, I need a gun, and it's there. Like you don't need to think about, oh, I need to move my shirt or whatever. Just get the gun out. You just need to think gun.
And that's again where I always say, start where you're at.
Yep.
A lot of people aren't gonna have a fast draw. Maybe you're just getting into this and you're new, or you just got your first real holster or something. But start where you're at and take it slow, and you'll get there. There's this drill we love from Travis Haley, where you take 5 seconds to get your gun up into high compressed ready and push it on your target and pull your trigger just as that 5 seconds is hitting, right? And so once you get that within 1/10 of a second of the 5 seconds, you move it down to 4, and then 3, and then 2.
That's a
and
live
then 1.
fire drill now.
Yeah,
You're confusing them. They can't follow you.
Well,
no, I'm kidding.
Okay. I mean, it's something I like to practice.
It is a good drill. You should do that.
You can dry fire that.
You can dry fire that. Yeah, for sure.
Because that just gives you the time to build all the basics, to focus on all the different things. You know, where your gun's pointed, whether your finger's off the trigger. You know, all the important things.
Yeah. Practice your draw a lot. Practice acquiring those sights a lot. And then you can do pretty much everything else you do in the range, right, guys? So practice your reloads. A lot of times I don't need a slide lock back or whatever. I'll just practice putting the mag in my gun over and over. So I just don't think about it. The mag just goes in. I'm just like, okay, now I got to look. Now I can't look. Okay, I got that one. Okay. And just practice just putting the mag in the gun. Because realistically, when you go out to the range, how often do you really practice reloads? Probably not as often as you should. So get really good at just finding that magazine aligned with the mag and putting it in. Practice that a lot.
Again, you're building habits that are going to translate to the range 100%. So focus on them, work on them, police yourself. And you know, if you notice what Dylan was doing too, when he does his reloads, he does them in his workspace. So like all these little things will translate. If you get used to doing your reloads down here, you're going to screw yourself up for the range. So police yourself on all the habits when you dry fire.
And for me, right, so I use the slide release when I reload. So I'll ride my thumb right there on the slide release when I'm doing my reload. So I practice having my thumb up here, because otherwise you'll get a training scar and you'll just do this, and then your gun will still be locked back and you'll be in trouble. But anyways, again, like you said, everything's going to translate. So practice drawing your gun and moving. Practice drawing your gun and taking a knee. Be talking to your wife, whatever. Hey, honey, how was your day? And practice drawing. Like, just do it a lot.
Or your husband, you know.
Or your husband. Yes, that too.
Yeah, you pick a site to focus on and pull out on target, push out on target, and pull the trigger on that.
Practice pieing don't pie a corner, J-hook a corner, but practice J-hooking a corner and clearing your hallway, and just practice all the stuff that you would do with a gun in real life,
Mhm.
and just do it dry. That's again, guys. That's the majority of shooting. I really think. If you can hit a target at 50 yards, perfect in the X, that's great. But if it takes you 15 seconds to line that shot up, we don't really think that's applicable to self-defense, and that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about having all those manipulations just down, so you don't think they just happen, so you can think about what you need to do next.
And I just think, again, it's really, really important to police yourself. Be aware of your habits. Every so often, stop and just be like, am I doing anything wrong? Am I building any bad habits? Is there anything like, where's my weakest point? Where can I be improving? And start there.
Yep. That's it. Dry fire. Dry fire more. Always dry fire more.
Yep. Leave a like or a dislike or a comment below. We'd love to train with you guys.
Oh, yeah,
We'll come to wherever you're at. Come up and train with us in Minnesota.
Do brave deeds and endure, guys.
Thanks, guys.